Oh man, not again. Why are you just so frustrated?
I don't know.
Did you not nap today?
I don't nap most days.
Are you on like a no masturbation kick? Like
No, been jerking off a lot.
Here's the thing. I was like, you know how I told you I wasn't going to masturbate today?
Nope.
I was like going to be done with masturbation.
How did that go?
I was really close to masturbating, like at 6 o'clock today. I think that we talked at like noon.
Do you want to start this from right here?
I mean, I don't care. Dude, what's up with you?
I don't
Can you
know.
not come so hostile? Like, for real, just settle down.
I don't know why. I was fine. I should have just... You know, I was sitting on your bed. I should have just, like, allowed you to be fucking retarded. So it didn't make me
but
angry.
Also, it's 15 minutes later.
Now I feel better.
You know what?
I feel better.
You cut the difference.
Now I feel better. Got to just make you a little angry, and then it makes me feel better. Okay, we're good, everybody.
Hate you so much.
I don't know. That's
because
we just had to transfer the anger from me to you. That feels good. Also said retard. So,
dude, you're canceled.
I don't know. Say what you want about that.
Oh man, fucking stop canceling words, man. Fucking there's too many good words out there, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to autistic. You're a fucking autistic kid. Which is that better?
No, it's not better.
Probably not.
See, and also that one doesn't like roll off the tongue like.
Yeah, retard just feels nice.
You know what it is? It's the D. It's the D at the end. You know what I mean? You get that hard.
Well,
retard. You know
yeah, it's like the hard. Say some other ones. Specifically with the what?
Fuck.
No. Say one with an N. I like to do a little testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. When we did it, I just dropped the hard N word. That was fun.
No. When these are plugged in, I get even like weary to say certain things.
I don't.
Well, you don't also live in this room.
Sure,
I do. And like sometimes, like I'll go and masturbate, and I'm like, dude,
are the microphones plugged in?
Is this a podcast?
Is the camera on?
No, that used to be a big fear of mine.
What I would do when I would jerk off from my computer,
you did not put something in front of it.
No. Well, I would just point it up, just in case.
You know what? I do remember that because remember we used to Skype all the time.
Yeah. Why is the camera up? Because I just jerked off. Yeah.
That was good times.
Oh, I want to say this up front. It's not really for you, but for anybody who watches this, one of the first podcasts I've ever listened to was the Rooster Teeth podcast. It came out it actually came out probably like 9-10 years ago at this point. I started listening to it like 8 years ago. It's the first one that I ever listened to. Mm-hmm. One of the creators of it, Bernie Burns, it's his last podcast today. Like it was just released.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it came out. I mean, no, it wouldn't. No, I haven't seen it yet. It just came out right before.
Damn, that's.
So I'm saying, anybody who likes podcasts,
Rooster Teeth, they're the same people.
Red vs. Blue. Yeah, and then they made Rooster Teeth shorts. They've been online.
Literally, one of the first
online
creators.
It's the first online video series they created.
That's awesome.
So 8 years ago is when I first started listening to podcasts. I don't know. I think he wants to be more of a background, like in the background kind of thing. I didn't get to watch it, but I'm just saying, watch that. You know, it's the reason why I started liking podcasts and kind of the reason why I even do this in the first place. Not just that, but you know, watch it.
That's fucking
yeah.
That's the knowledge I did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
yeah, we didn't do that yet.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, how do they know that the podcast even started?
I don't know. I forgot.
They don't even fucking know up until that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Keep going, though.
No, please don't sneeze. Oh, I fucking hate when you sneeze. Like, you didn't even sneeze. You just
had to breathe out. Just had to breathe out my nose.
No, you just made, like, a big noise for no reason. I fucking hate it. So I told you, you said something to me.
Yeah.
On fucking Saturday.
Which
we got back from Vegas on Saturday. And on Saturday, we go to a party that night. Which clearly, like...
Oh, I have something later, I want to say about that party, but yeah, go ahead.
5 hours later, you go, you probably haven't even unpacked yet. Just to show off the fact that you unpacked immediately. So
yeah, I packed, yeah.
So I specifically didn't unpack.
Yeah, okay, that's what you're
my laundry.
I saw everything, and I was like, okay, that's what it is. It smells like shit in here. And also, I see, like, there's fruit flies flying around. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're everywhere.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see fruit flies.
I do. And, we were having an argument today on the phone how you were saying... No, you're generally like a cleaner person. I don't think that's true.
But I also don't have like food down here.
Okay, well, I was sitting over there, and there's fruit flies on your bed. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's from semen.
I did. No, I have been letting them. No.
Oh, okay.
This might be it because I've been letting them rock it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Normally,
Yeah.
like when
Well, that's fucking gross.
No, when I normally cream,
yeah.
I put a sock over my wiener,
Sure.
and I
Going back to our roots today, huh? I already mentioned masturbating twice.
and like the last couple times I've just been.
You're trying to go on a.
I
Here we go.
like I literally produce as much semen as they put on fucking Subway sandwiches. I'm not making that up.
That's okay.
I'm not making that up.
You're
That's hand to God. That's hand to God.
Okay.
Like I can guarantee I'll challenge any person. Submit your videos. I come way more than you. That goes to you, David Fraley. I've seen you come. You come like a fucking virgin.
Hey, shout out to the person who watches our video every week.
or he just comments on it.
I don't know which one it is. Because it's so early into it, he probably will mention this. That's actually a curious thing to see, like, who actually listens all the way through.
Out.
Oh, and one of them, and he didn't.
Very late in it.
And he didn't notice.
He didn't notice. But then again, it was like during our sign off, so I could understand because I close out of some sign offs.
Sure.
Podcasts. Like if I watch a podcast fully through, like most recent one, like I watched this past weekend with.
Oh, that's why that theme song stuck in your head.
Joe Gatto or whatever.
I don't. Yeah.
From Impractical.
Yeah.
And I got to like every like last little 5 minutes, I close out. So if you guys are closing out 5 minutes from the end, I don't blame you.
Hey, I want to do a little subtle brag because I got it.
Yeah.
Here it is. You're gonna like it. So at that party we were at, where I was shit talking to you about not unpacking. Mm-hmm. Next morning, I parked in everybody, which was like 4 people. Which you were really mad at.
No, I wasn't really.
Or no, you were mad because I woke you up at the house we were at.
No, I didn't even care. It was
didn't?
just like you woke up like how I wake up.
Yeah.
Like
what?
You were like panting, like you were.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Arms, and you were just so scared. And
right.
You were like, yeah, and you're on the phone and you're getting screamed at. Clearly,
Yeah.
And you're
right.
You're like,
I
know. And it's not
I
what
parked
you
in my car at a different party, 4 people, and I was at a completely different house. It was almost noon at this point, so these people were just trapped there. They were all waiting on me.
Yeah.
So I had to like get there in a frantic. Get there, find out that one of the girls there told the host of the party, she's like, "Your friend David is so fine."
Which one?
That's crazy, right?
No, I know which one.
You do.
She was telling me, and I was supposed to hook you guys up. No, I know this. And she was in a relationship.
Yeah. You do know.
She's in a relationship.
Yeah.
She was specifically, I said, it's no problem. That's a good friend of mine. I'm his best friend.
Oh,
and
that's what you said?
She goes, wait, you're actually his best friend? I go,
wow.
I go,
oh, you had a conversation with her.
I go, me and him go so far back.
Wow, damn.
That it's a bond that's unbreakable.
Sure.
Like, I was like, we could double team you right now, bitch.
Okay, that's cool.
And we'd be cool with it.
At least you're telling her the truth.
Yeah, and then she's like coming up to me and she's
Yeah.
like, I seriously need you to like somehow make this happen between me and him.
I wonder
and
what part of the story is true, but let's keep going.
No, this is like 100. She
Yeah.
was like, I need you to make this happen between me and him, but my boyfriend's about to show up, so you got to be like kind of iffy about it. I said, you know what? That's tiptoeing. That's my thing. I can do it. It's no problem.
What's crazy is if this is true, that's fine. I was unaware of all of it.
I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that whole party
sure
became because I started blacking out.
Sure.
Became blurred to me.
Yeah.
But I do remember I talked to this girl for a while. And then
Yeah.
But then when I was trying to hook her up and I was like putting in good work, I was talking you up. I was like, hey, this guy's got a fucking fat cock. Literally, he'll rock your world. I've seen this guy eat out a girl for 45 minutes.
That's
not even stop.
That's a fact.
And he tickles your nipples like and she's like, oh my god, I got such sensitive
That's straight
nipples.
facts.
And I was like, hey,
you know so much about
me. I was
me.
like, you have sensitive nipples. That's great for my boy David.
Anyway, so back to my part of the story.
But as I was like talking you up,
yeah,
her boyfriend came.
Yeah.
And then I lost track of the whole thing.
That was the problem?
Yeah, and I started talking to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, you know who it was Eugene was like, hey, this guy does fucking...
Oh, was he there? He was there, huh?
He was like, because he loves talking about fucking handyman work.
Okay.
And then this guy was also talking about handyman work. He was like, hey, this guy also does handyman.
Yeah.
Rolled me in.
Sure.
And then he was trying to fucking like big arm me or whatever. And I was like, dude, I've been doing this for fucking too long.
You know, if she really did mention it to you, that means she mentioned it also to T-Rod because he said that Ann, hostess of the party, Bird, which is 3 people.
Was she there when you got there?
Yeah, we didn't even have a conversation.
Did you have a conversation with her the entire night?
No.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Which
I didn't have a conversation
which, if I have to be honest, is probably why she thinks I'm so good looking. Because as soon as you start talking to me, the girls go, "Oh wait, hold on."
Yeah.
I was wrong.
By comparison, yeah.
Yeah, they just start. Yeah.
No, that's kind of how it happened because I was out there talking to her blonde friend.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with that girl.
Yeah, I had a couple. Yeah, you were asking her questions, and you said, "Hey, this is no problem. I've asked you all the questions I need." Here's my buddy, my best friend James.
I think I said buddy.
He said, "Here's my best
Probably
friend James."
Probably said buddy. Didn't say best friend.
My best friend James.
Yep.
And you said, and you threw your arm around me, and slapped me on the chest. I was like, "Hey, man, we're cool, but just
yeah, we're not that cool.
We're not that cool this way, at least."
Yeah.
And you go, "Hey, I've asked all my questions. Here's James. He'll ask you some questions."
Did I just dip out of there?
And then you dipped out of there.
Oh yeah, I was done talking to that girl.
I'm talking to her.
Sure.
I'm asking her some questions, getting in deep. I throw out some questions.
What were your questions?
I forget
completely.
Like 3 of them were.
I don't remember what mine were.
3 of them were hitters, and she was like, "Why would you ask me that?" Type
yeah.
thing. The good stuff. You know
well, you were probably asking her real sexual things. Or?
No. It was like in depth, like her psyche.
Oh, you were?
Shit. Yeah, and then she was like, "This is like a really good."
I probably the typical ones I ask are,
and then I asked,
"Are you in
like,
love?"
Then I asked like 4 other ones, and she was like, "David already asked that."
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Then you were just asking the ones that I asked, right?
No, there was like 4 like that. I like my first 4 were just like, and then I fell back on like a sexual one, and she said that you asked it already.
Yeah. Well, the sexual ones are usually goofy. Then you hit them with the "Are you in love?" Because then
and I ask like
people that's like personal.
Yeah.
Then I've been asking this one lately. What are your dreams? And that
I
people
don't ask that one.
and people are like, "Whoa, I don't."
Because the thing is, I don't want to hear about your dreams.
People don't like. I don't either. Yeah. But it's funny to see what their reaction is. Sometimes I do care about what they have to say, but usually it's just like. If I'm being honest,
forgot about that night.
People aren't that interesting, so they don't really give off that much. But I have to say, T-Rock broke it down. Probably why this girl thought I was so because let's be honest, I'm not that much of a I'm not the category of fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have like
I'd say that you're some girls type stuff.
Sure, that's fair. Here's why we think she was so willing to go out of the way to like 3 different people.
She was also hammered, by the way.
Yes, that's one. Here is another one, which I also go to. Raw Dog is at that party, right? Mm-hmm. Raw Dog was waterboarding the blonde girl.
Okay.
With conversation.
Makes sense.
Bit of a weirdo, that guy.
Obviously.
These 2 girls, probably they're not. This is gonna come off as assholes, but I'm just gonna say it. They're not like 10 out of 10 gorgeous girls.
Yeah.
You would agree, right?
Obviously.
They're not hot as shit.
Nope.
So
she wouldn't be calling you sexy then.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the guys that usually are going after them are usually more weirdos. Kind of like Raw Dog.
Don't go like this.
No, I'm not saying you. A little bit. I mean, they're kind of... You know what I'm saying? But they're like in your lane.
No.
So they're constantly getting harassed by weirdos. So when they see somebody,
doing this,
yeah, they're so if they get somebody who is not that much better but slightly above the weirdo, then all of a sudden, I'm sexy as fuck. That was T-Rog.
Self-aware weirdo.
Right. That was T-Rog's reasoning.
Because they were also laughing their ass off at me, and then like because she saw me coming up and did the tag off with you.
Okay.
She goes, "Do you know that guy?" I go,
"Oh yeah."
Come on, I'm his best friend.
Okay.
I'm his fucking best friend, dude. Like, and then I even tell her, I go, "I may have never seen the guy's penis,
okay,
but I'm his best friend."
Wow.
Like, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, most of my best friends have seen my penis. Actually, all of them. So I'm sorry you never cut it.
That's fucked up.
Never made it.
But then, yeah, she like started asking me all these questions. I was like, no problem, I can answer all these.
Speaking of best friends, 2 of our best friends just got married.
Yeah, that was good.
That's pretty cool, right?
So we're Viva Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, we're back.
Yeah, Viva Las Vegas.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I think I could have been a singer in the 60s.
You want to talk about?
It took no skill.
Is there anything off the table that you don't want to talk about that happened in Las Vegas?
No.
We can go into everything.
Yeah,
including the best thing.
Yeah.
The panic attack?
Yeah.
You had a okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
That's one of my favorites.
let's build up to it.
Like talking about it is fine.
Okay.
During it, I hated it.
Yeah.
I
Let's start from the beginning of the day. It's 5:30 in the morning.
Dude, you're gonna re-infuriate me.
Yeah.
So much. So we had a flight
At 7:15.
7:15.
You usually want to get there
2 hours
an
ahead.
hour and a half, 2 hour, whatever time to get there.
Immediately, you're late.
I'm a person who's loosey goosey.
With just this is the only thing. Like I'm 30 minutes late for something that's not punctual, but like you like to be 30 minutes late to like coming to show up after you said that you were going to be here for the flight or whatever.
Yeah.
And
well, I told you I'm gonna be there. I'll be there at 5:30. I didn't get there till like 5:45, maybe 5:50.
Yeah.
So we're starting off bad. So you call me and you're like, where are you? And I was like, yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then fucking
So it starts.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
It starts off not good. Get there, check in, no problem. We get our bags, check our bags, right?
Yep.
And we meet the other people that we're flying with right on time. So just works out.
It works out. Just works out.
But he's already on edge. So then we go to
because you know what it is you get in that loosey goosey like fucking
Sure.
You're like, oh, we're doing a trip.
Yeah.
We can do whatever.
and it's fine. So
And it
we
works out
go through
somehow.
security and we go into our terminal, whichever one it is. And this is around the time that you find out that on Southwest you check in 24 hours before your flight, and that
Well, almost all flights.
yeah, sure, yeah, and it's your placement of when you get to enter the plane. I forgot until super late at night, so I checked in. We're in the last boarding group. Even in
I called you every single day for like 2 weeks. Like,
oh yeah, you
is
had
there
been calling me.
Anything that you need to do, anything that you're.
And I was like,
forgetting.
dude, just chill. I got it.
called you
Which
the day
I
of.
did have it. I had it.
You did
But
check us in.
Everybody else is boarding group B.
I think that we were like we were like C40
And we're-
C41, which the highest number is C44.
Yeah, and we're in the like lowest C boarding group.
And when they call it,
And
right,
when
you
you-
can go up at any time.
Yeah.
pretty much
Well,
with
first off, when you found out that I didn't check in on time, you were just like, "What the?" You were also angry, and I was slipping you subtle comments, just like, "Dude, what the? You smell bad." And then I would go right back to like what I was doing, which are just things that'll even
fuck with my anxiety so
more
much.
attack like his anxiety and his insecurities.
And especially because like we're going on an airplane, where we're all like
Surrounded and
and
tight
I'm
in
like,
with people.
And I'm like, is my fucking? I'm like checking my fucking top.
And he's asking people like, "Is your breath smell?" And you're like, "Dude, people." You're going up to people like, "Does my breath smell?" And people are like, "What? It's fine."
But no, because one of our best friends that got married, AG Mudbone.
Yeah.
That guy will also.
Yeah, he'll all lie. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, dog.
Yeah. So it's just not helping.
Yeah.
And then they call group boarding C line up, and I don't get up right away.
And
Everybody else in the terminal gets up.
I'm already ready. And
You've been standing for a while
You're
at
still
this point.
you're still playing your fucking game.
Switch, yeah.
And you're like, and then I go, all right, they're about to call us. Let's go. And
And
then,
yeah,
and
I
then
say,
you're like, oh, we're going to miss our
"Oh, we're
plane."
not gonna get on the flight. Oh no, what are we gonna do?"
Making
And
us very last.
I
time,
make us the last people in line to get onto the plane.
which I was like ready to go
Here
up early.
is one thing I didn't know. You knew, I didn't really know. I thought for sure we were going to be able to sit next to each other. I didn't realize that if you're last in the plane, there's a pretty fucking good chance that you don't get to sit by the person you want to sit by. And I was like, that's when it set in a little bit for me. And I was like, I might have fucked up a little bit, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And then you started feeling bad because
I'm feeling bad a little bit. I was
because
like,
you even go, I'll let you play my DS.
Yeah.
And you don't smell.
yeah, yeah, I did say that.
And I was like, that's not. And I'm so fucking
Yeah,
infuriated.
at this point, he's so angry that he's just like, I don't even want to fucking hear. And like, this is bull. Like,
Because-
you're like, just like, oh, you said to me, I want to fucking hit you in the face, but you know I can't because we're in the airport. And if I'm being honest, I did know that.
Yeah.
And you didn't punch me all of Vegas.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
When you didn't answer the fucking door.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
punch
we'll
me.
get to that.
You did punch me really, really hard.
You fucking pissed me off because it was
Yeah.
the second day.
But I
You
knew-
say,
I
did-
knew-
See, there's things that just because we got so fucking high and drunk, I forgot about. But that's another thing.
Yeah.
that was the second day. That wasn't the first day. When
Yeah,
you were
well,
fucking with me.
yeah. So this is the day one, and I knew I knew how far I could push it because we were in an airport, and he was too embarrassed to like cause a scene in the airport. Which
just an airport.
I'm willing to. Yeah,
a cafe. I'm fucking hitting you.
Yo,
a Walmart. I'm knocking you the.
But
fuck
I knew
out.
it was an airport,
Cold.
and I knew he wasn't gonna do it. Also, he was calling me on it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So it was just in fear. It was just driving him insane, and his anxiety was going through the roof.
Yeah.
Luckily,
because my anxiety is going to be like, I'm not like afraid of flying or anything. But
no, it's about missing it. It's not about flying.
And,
it's about not
and the
making
fact that
it.
we're going on this like trip where I'm gonna be like in a place I don't know, like just in general, like anxiety.
Your head is racing, and I'm just like the whole. Truthfully, no, it's fine. It's gonna work out. And when we were like getting into it, we got a call from the people on the flight, and they're like, "Hey, just come straight to the back of the plane. We got seats for you." And I said, "I told you it would work out," and it worked out perfectly. And I wish we sat right next to each other the whole time. It was
like great, right?
Yeah,
and it worked out.
And we sat next to our friends.
Yeah, we sat next to our friends.
It was perfect. There's no problem at all.
I got an aisle seat, so like big guy can take up.
Yeah, and I was a gentleman. I sat in the middle.
Well, I mean, you were going to do that either way. Like,
how nice of me.
Even like if I wasn't infuriated already, you probably would have sat in the middle either way. Because
quick side note, flight back. How funny is it that your brother, who is basically the same body type as you, decided to sit in the middle between all three of us?
And I said it multiple times, and you're like, well, I really wanted to sit on the aisle.
And he was just like, yeah, I'll do it. No problem. And I was like, wow, what a trooper. I love it. Love your brother for that.
Because I also probably would have done the same thing.
What?
Like, yeah, but I already had the window seat.
Fantastic. I just wanted aisle because I like the aisle seat. Anyways, back to what we were doing.
So then we get on the flight, and it just works out, which
works out perfectly, just like I planned.
Part of me didn't want it to work out, just because I really, really wanted it to bite you in the ass.
And it didn't.
And it didn't.
No.
Because I don't know who's fucking laying out this red carpet for me. It's fucking obnoxious.
It was amazing. It was perfect. Just the way it should have been.
Then we land. Oh, no. Also on this flight.
Hold on. I didn't even start the time.
No, I got it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
On this plane, you didn't notice it, and I didn't want to draw attention to it because people were already
staring.
Somebody
died.
Somebody was like, not dead, but I think that they had like either like a panic attack
or something.
Like,
some person freaked out. And I would have drew attention to it.
They were giving CPR and had like a radio back to like home base or whatever, like trying to talk through it and all that. And it was terrible. Come to find out, it was just filled with old people. This entire flight.
Right.
We legitimately get off, and I was like, oh, this is how we die. Because there was an army of people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, or if it was just me.
There was like a pack of them.
But their arms were like back. Like they were ready to fucking go at us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I thought that
take the world by storm.
Yeah, I thought that they were going to.
Yeah, there was a lot of old people, and they were just. I think it's Vegas and Florida that just attract old people. I don't know what it is. I think it's the heat.
Gambling for Vegas
and gambling.
Dry heats too.
Another thing that I did to you, which is I think my favorite thing that I did, was you had finally fallen asleep and calmed your nerves, and I had been playing Link's Awakening on the Switch, and I was getting a little bored of my game. We had been flying for maybe 20 minutes. So
not 20. No, it was like.
Or sure.
It was probably like an
whatever.
hour.
Our flight is 3 hours.
We were about an hour and a half.
Sure. We're an hour and a half into it, and without missing a beat, I wake you up just like, hey, we're gonna be landing soon. And then I just turn right back in. Leave it at that. Don't say anything else. We don't even talk.
I wake up fine.
And you wake up like, all right, cool. We're waking up.
Because they were also over the loudspeakers.
Yeah.
That's what made it work out. I'm sitting there for like 30 minutes.
I think it might have been like 45 to an hour.
No, it was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like an hour and a half. When it was how far away. And I close up everything. I go, 30 minutes. And I go, hey, Kayla, when do we land?
Yeah.
She checks her phone. She goes, we got about an hour left. I was like, what the fuck?
Finds out, that I just lied.
Yeah, you just lied to me.
Yeah.
And I, like, that night in general, we left at 5.
Sure.
I fell asleep at probably like 1 to 2.
Yeah, just because restless, couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah, because it's just not easy to fall asleep before a flight night.
It was for me.
I mean, you also fell asleep at like midnight, whatever.
Yeah.
But it pissed me off so much because I had no sleep and we were going into Vegas.
Yeah.
Clearly, like, the nightlife is what's important about it.
Sure.
Which resulted in us falling asleep at 10:30.
Just stopped him from sleeping.
Yeah, we fell asleep at 10:30.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But we also didn't plan our Vegas trip very well at first because we got there.
No, we didn't plan it at all.
Yeah, we got there at 8:00.
Sure.
And our check-in wasn't until like 3.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get some sort of call, text, or something.
Well,
I don't know what it is. Whenever me and you get hotels together, like if we're supposed to be in a room, just like me and you setting it up, for some reason our room always gets fucked
That
up.
is weird. Yeah, in
us or
Mexico
anything.
that happened as well.
Yeah, in Mexico, we just had these workers like taking off the fucking drywall.
It was also
and
strange.
then putting it back up.
They
every
like
single day.
forgot or something that we even had a room. They're like, oh shit, and they're like, yeah, I guess we have a reservation. And then they like gave us a random ass room. And while we were there, they were constantly working on the. They would like paint a wall. And I literally, this is a joke, but I can't make this up. They would every day when we would get out of the room,
Destroy that fucking
they
wall.
would destroy the wall and rebuild it as if I was like, dog, what did we do? We did this yesterday. They did it like 3 days in a row.
It almost seemed like they were just practicing how to drywall on our fucking wall.
I don't know what it was. And if you would stumble home and like stumble into it, you would get just like paint all over your arms. And that happened every day. And the first couple of days, I was like, how is this wall still dry? And then we would catch them like still working on our room. Yeah. And I was just like, okay. That led me to believe, because this is a super tangent, I had lost my Ray-Ban sunglasses there, which, I mean, if anybody buys a pair, they're $150. They're expensive.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, dude. These Mexicans stole my sunglasses.
Which you only felt because you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that is, it comes from a deep.
It was like, this is for you, mother.
They're mad that we get to live in America and they don't. Yeah. But no, I was just like, I don't know. I just assumed
So
because
that room was just fucked
I
up,
just
guys.
assumed because there was workers constantly going in and out, and I put
Somebody just saw him and they were like,
I just thought, okay, that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Turns out, the night before, the people that we went with got into a little fight with one of the
bird.
We got into a little fight. She got so angry that she took one of our room keys, went into the room, snapped my sunglasses, threw it into the ocean, and then
Proceeded to wait a year before she
lied
told
about
you.
it the next day, acted as if she didn't do that.
Tried to search for him.
And then I was like, where are these sunglasses?
High and low.
And she was like, I don't know. I was like, we got to keep looking. We looked for probably 20, 30 minutes after, and she played it off like she was looking the whole time. Like, I just can't find these sunglasses. And was just going to take that to the grave as if those sunglasses were never going to be found. Year goes by. She gets drunk one time and goes, remember your sunglasses? I broke those. Laughed them off. And I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So
why our room, though?
That room was just fucked up.
But our room back in Vegas, our room there, they fucking said something like,
oh no, because everybody got checked in.
Yes.
And like even like the two that got married, they got checked in
right away
earlier.
No problem.
Yeah. And then
the next
casually
wave of people
everybody's getting checked in. Everybody's getting checked in. And then we're just like, what the fuck? It's like 3:05 at this point.
We're high at this point because it's Vegas. I think like, oh no, I've done something wrong. Like maybe I haven't checked in right.
And then you go downstairs, you start talking to the guy, and he's just like, your guys' room got so messed up.
Yeah. It was so dirty.
That we just couldn't clean it on time. And it's still not going to be clean. So we're going to give you a discount, which I better get my fucking money back.
How much do you want?
How much was it a discount of?
How much do you think it was?
Like probably $400.
Whoa, that's crazy. It's not that much.
So send me back about $100.
Whoa. I can't send you 100. That's way too much.
No, send me back 100.
It's about $20.
No, I want more than that.
Okay, first off, you wouldn't have got that fucking discount. I had to ask for it.
Yeah, I would have gotten the discount.
You would have. Yes. You would have said, "Oh, since we're downgrading from a."
They would have given it to you either way.
No, they didn't.
Because they downgraded our room.
They didn't offer it to me. So we initially paid for the view because come on, we kind of want it.
They were going to give it to you either way.
You think so?
I know so because they downgraded our room. That's how it worked.
Yeah, but they didn't. I had to ask.
Yeah, they asked and they were like, "Oh yeah, you are getting this. This is what you're getting."
No, you weren't fucking there.
I don't give a fuck. I know how
you weren't there. I was like,
way,
"Hey,
I want $100. Send me $100.
First off, it's not $100. You get maybe 15.
$20.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting $20.
I'll give you 10 and you'll be happy with that.
I will beat your ass. Okay, so then we get checked in. The room was just fucked up before. You couldn't even get in.
Oh yeah.
Get our room. And then it's game time.
Oh, yeah.
We eat some edibles already.
Right. Well, did we eat edibles day one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We smoked. So
yeah.
As soon as we land,
Vegas is lawless if people don't know.
You go, hey, I wanna get in and out.
Yeah.
Nobody was on board with that.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I had never tried In-N-Out once before in my entire life.
And that was your rule number one.
Dude, it was a West Coast thing. I was like, that's the first thing I want to try. People are saying it's better than Culver's, which is a Midwestern, specifically Wisconsin, but also Midwestern burger place. I was like, fucking, let's see what the fucking West Coast has got.
Yeah, let's see what's about.
So I've been telling everybody, I got to get to In-N-Out. It's the number one thing we do. Guess what? The number one thing we do is actually get weed. I was like, okay, that's fair.
No. Number one thing was
check-in?
Guy Fieri's.
Oh.
So we go to Guy Fieri's.
Yeah, we do get to Guy Fieri's,
we go
whatever
there,
his place
and
is.
immediately, me and the soon-to-be,
get a fishbowl?
husband,
yeah,
he's like, hey, do you want to get a fishbowl with me? Yeah. I'm like, yes, let's get a fishbowl. That sounds fucking awesome. So, we've already, me, you, and our boy Doug.
It's like 9 a.m.
We already slammed a fucking...
it's like 10 a.m. at this point.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m.
We
already slammed a fucking 24 ounce.
Sure. Yeah, because you can just go to the convenience store, buy a beer, crack it on the street, and just keep going. That's how Vegas works. It's crazy.
I had drinking 2 beers, taking a shot.
Yeah.
And then he goes, hey, do you want to get this fishbowl? I go, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I also order a beer. He goes, all right, let's share this fishbowl. We start drinking it. He probably gets about less than like an eighth of the way through it.
We talking about Doug?
No, my boy.
Oh, yeah, Poonslar?
Yeah. He goes, my feet are feeling tingly because he doesn't drink a lot.
Yeah.
And he just leaves me with the majority of the fishbowl. Yeah. So I got to kill this fishbowl. I'm hammered at this point.
Sure.
We finish up the food. Amazing food at Guy Fieri. For me, at least. I had this chicken Alfredo, best thing. That was my favorite thing of the trip.
Yeah, okay. The chicken Alfredo in the first place?
Yeah, it was
okay.
so good. Then we go to the dispensary.
Yeah.
We go there. We get there. This place is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, they check you in. They check your ID like 40 times.
Oh, yeah. This place, you expect some like kind of shady ass like rinky dink place.
Yeah.
This place is... I mean, Willy Wonka's out front singing.
He comes
pure imagination.
There's these huge stairs, and this guy with a cane. He looks a little bit drunk,
or just like, way too high. Dude, is that guy high?
What's he doing? And then he
falls
down the stairs, tumbles 13 stairs, stands up, bam, fucking arms out, shakes them, and he goes.
And the crowd erupts.
The pure imagination. And then then these little, what we think are Oompa Loompas.
Just midgets. Unrelated. They were just walking by.
And they spray painted.
That's rude.
Doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
They might have been painters. I don't know.
They could have been crackheads. I really, honestly don't know. No and then we just walked in. They have like high security.
Everything there gets you high. If you lick the walls, it gets you high.
Yeah, they looked, even the snozberries. It tastes like snozberries.
Our boy T-Boss goes to fucking lick a wall. He falls into this pool of just weed. And he gets sucked up into the tubes. We can't get him out.
Oh my god, I know. He was just like gluttony, that guy.
Yeah.
Fat. He got stuck in the tubes, him.
Yeah. And then, so they check our IDs a bunch. This place is like fucking awesome. We're looking at all this stuff. Finally, we're like walking around for like 20 minutes, which was fine.
This kid fucking sees a TV. He gets snapped into it. He turns into a little person on the TV.
A little person on the TV. And then,
look, David, I'm on TV. I was like, hey, that reference is dated, dude. You gotta fucking cool it on that.
And then you go and you see everything's in glass, right?
Yeah.
So like you can't touch it or whatever because you don't want to be touching things. And you see one that's out in the open. You grab it and you eat it. And then you just turned into this big fucking nug.
I wanted to be fucking I wanted to be Charlie. I wanted to be Charlie.
You told me Doug's not Charlie.
Oh yeah, Doug Charlie. Sure.
And it just turns into this big nug of weed.
Yeah.
And then they have to roll him out. And then you got fucking Willy Wonka. He comes over, which all the way
plays a little the little flute.
He kicks him, just fucking takes the nug of David away. But yeah, so we're looking around for 20 minutes, which I thought was fine, right? But I was drunk and impatient. I was like, why are we just not getting this? Like, how do I get this? Yeah. And then finally, I ordered first. I got all my stuff first. No. The thing that really bummed me out was that they charge you $5 to use a card. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to be charged extra.
Yeah.
And I have cash anyways because it's Vegas. But I was like, dude, I want to buy weed for the first time with a card.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time that I'll be able to do that.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Because you can't just use a card fucking with any dealer in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you could, but it's going to look fucking weird.
It seems sketchy.
Yeah.
But, then we order it. We get like some edibles.
Speaking of sketchy, dude, this didn't happen to you, but me and T-Boss were just smoking on the strip. Mm-hmm. This guy, like, just like a straight up panhandler, a professional one,
Obviously.
did everything great, right? Put the product in your hand. He's trying to sell his rap CDs and put everything. Did the whole speech, and like we're just two white kids, so he's like, oh, this is gonna be easy for him. Didn't realize he's running into me and Tivas, so it's not gonna be easy for him.
Yeah.
He's breaking it down, and it's clearly like no's. So I do the classic like, I don't carry cash with me. In Wisconsin, that works. He goes, it's okay. We take Venmo. And then he just started naming off like debit card. And I was like, oh, yo, this guy's fucking prepared, right? And then T-Boss is like, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. And I was like, thanks for the CD though. And I was trying to walk away. He's like, whoa, you gotta put money on the table. Grabs that CD out of my hand and walks away. I was like, God damn, these guys are good. Damn.
No, that's the thing is
that's how they do
in
it.
Vegas, no matter what,
They put it right in your hand.
My favorite like job there is that they hire these like little Chinese ladies and they walk up to you.
Oh yeah.
And they start putting
you're not even you're trying not to look at them, and they get in your face
and they shoulder check you. To slow you down, and they put some. They try grabbing your hand, and what it is that they give you like a bracelet or something, and then if you're like, oh nice, thank you, they're like, no, $15,
right?
And it's like, what?
Yeah, and then
that's not how that works.
T-Voss got convinced that these Chinese women, I mean, they could be any race.
He was just super high,
right? He was super high, but he was convinced that like they were grabbing him and then trying to like position him in a way where the woman could signal and then they could like mug him. He had already been mugged a couple times for the classic Uber trips, so he was on high alert for that.
No, that's
not. I didn't mean a pun with the high alert, but also that. We get these edibles. We get a couple blunts.
And this is before we even get our room.
Yeah, this is all before we get our room.
I'm already pretty hammered.
And T-Boss hasn't even flown up from Cali yet.
Yeah, we start walking back. We start smoking this blunt. It hits pretty hard.
Sure.
But
that's that Vegas weed.
But we sweat it out because we just walk all the way back, which was like a 22-minute, 30-minute walk.
Sure.
Probably about 30 minutes with like everything said and done. And it's just fucking like 103 degrees out. So we're just sweating, and I'm thirsty because I have cotton mouth.
Yeah.
And we also have been walking. So we get into fucking Walgreens, order a bunch of Gatorades, get some beers, go up to the room, and then finally T-Voss is there, and we pop some edibles.
We were nervous at first because I was talking to the guy, and I was like, what do you recommend? He's like, well, 10 milligrams is, that'll do it for you. I'd recommend half. So I was built in. That we were gonna be taking half. So when T-Voss got there, I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna do half. He's like, nah, just do both. Just do both.
This is a guy that lives in Cali though.
Right. So I ended up doing both. And I think you were like, what am I supposed to do with the other half? Because you were only to do half. And he goes, you eat it.
And we get fucking high as shit.
What's crazy about it is, if you've never done an edible like that before, it was 10 milligrams, which it could, depending on who you are, it could be a lot, it could be a little. Yeah. That's how much we took. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a big.
And
it's not legalized here. We don't know what the rates are yet.
T-Voss was trying to tell me like, oh, we couldn't have kicked in yet, but clearly I was high as fuck, and I was like, I was not this high before.
Yeah.
And right now everything's just like,
I don't know.
Whoa.
It could have been placebo. Could have been. I don't know what it was. Yeah. But there was like.
It was like 30 minutes later.
It was like progressions. It just kept getting more and more.
To the point where we shaved a G in your head.
Oh, we did.
We took a razor, and your hair wasn't cut yet for Vegas.
Yeah.
So we shaved a G in your head.
Yeah, you guys convinced me to shave the letter G for the Green Bay Packers in the back of my head.
And we're just dying of laughter in the bathtub.
Sure.
And we're just like, wow, that looks actually pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, I can't see it at all.
Yeah.
And these guys, they're laughing super high. I'm also laughing because we're all high as shit, and it's super funny to get like this shaved on the back of my head. Then AG is like, yo, what the fuck? It's actually good. And in my head, I'm like, yo, if this comes out picture perfect, I'm gonna be fucking blown away. Can you imagine the Green Bay Packer G perfectly in the back of my head? T-Voss is just a master barber.
Yeah.
And these guys are giggling, and I'm like, please, it's got to be good. So I was like, okay, take a picture because I can't see in the back of my head. They show me this fucking picture, and I'm like, I just start crying of laughter, and I say,
know
that's the fucking worst G I've ever seen in my entire life.
There was two kinds of kids in first grade, right?
Yeah.
There was the kids that knew how to hold a pencil and they could write it. Your G looked like the person that grabbed it with their fists and just like held the pencil straight up and just started drawing.
T-Boss, I think, got a little bit offended by it because the whole week he was like, come on, let me just fix it. I could do way better now.
He even said, like, seriously, like, I can actually.
Yeah, he just kept trying to touch it up.
We're just like, it's done.
Done. He ended up doing a sick lightning bolt on the side of my head to power the G. Yeah, it saved it.
Well, because I kept on telling you, get a 12 for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. And you're like, that makes no sense. Why would I do that? I'm not Aaron Rodgers because you're just high.
Yeah.
But then T-Bot said some high-ass shit.
He said, well, why don't you get a lightning bolt on the side of your head?
A lightning bolt that will power the G.
And I said, that's genius. That's perfect.
You know, I don't understand what you're saying, James, but this guy makes sense.
Yeah.
And they all make sense to you.
Well, yeah, the lightning bolt is way better on the side of the back. Because if I get a 12 on the side of my head, I'm just a fucking poser. Yeah. Dude, if I got a lightning bolt that shows style, that's me.
And it also charges the G.
One thing that, if you do not do any edibles typically, which I did not expect, is this sustained high for how high we were was so strong for so long.
Yeah.
It I would turn to you guys and say, when is this gonna end? This
it was
is
for sure
so
long. You kept on saying 5 hours, but it was longer than 5 hours.
I did the math. I did the time. It might have been a little bit longer.
We started at 2, and we were high until we fell asleep at 10 o'clock.
Okay, it was really long.
Yeah.
It was maybe the come down started at 5 hours, but it was all day. It never stopped.
And then that resulted in, hey, we're high as shit now. Mm-hmm. Even though because it was still probably a while, because it was 4 or 5 o'clock. You finally go, hey, let's finally get some In-N-Out.
Yeah.
So we go on this whole trip to get In-N-Out. We get this Uber. We get in there. We're like, oh, we're so excited to get In-N-Out. We're talking with this Uber, shooting the shit. As soon as we get there, he goes, hey, guys, next time you're at that hotel, why don't you just go to this hotel, the Link?
Yeah.
They have an In-N-Out right by it.
Yeah, that In-N-Out walk, that walk would have been 10 minutes. The drive.
He waited the entire time to tell us that.
Yeah, that guy just fucking robbed us.
And which also,
I
told you guys that, and you go, no, I already checked. There's no In-N-Out even closer.
Yeah, I didn't really check.
But you kept on berating me. You guys both berated me.
Yeah.
You guys were you're so high. You're so high.
You had no fucking idea.
You have no idea. You don't actually know that. I didn't actually say that.
Yeah, he was right.
Come to check out. Yeah.
He's right as fuck.
Yeah. We get this In-N-Out.
Sure.
In-N-Out's very all right.
Yeah. That's a good point. I actually, for the hype, it doesn't meet the hype, but I was like, yeah, I enjoy it, but I still don't think it's as good as Culver's.
I was still talking to people that get it all the time.
Sure.
And they're like, no, it's fucking God tier.
No, it's fine. It's good.
You don't compare it to
It's better than McDonald's.
I don't say that.
I think it's better. It's better than McDonald's. It's better than Wendy's.
I think that the patties are about as good as Quarter Pounder.
Okay.
The cheese, complete trash. The cheese tastes like plastic.
If I have to say something though, is Shake Shack. It's significantly better than Shake Shack. Shake Shack is legit trash.
Yeah, it's actually trash. But I don't know. We're spoiled with butter burgers here.
Yeah,
I think that
that's fair.
Also,
we're kind of and spoiled with cheese.
I'm not I like burgers a lot. Yeah. But I don't know. Five Guys is all right for me. I mean,
it's comparable to Five Guys in my opinion.
Yeah, that's probably
it's comparable.
That's probably close enough.
Yeah.
But it was all right. It wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah, I don't know if
all the other foods that we got.
I liked it.
A lot better.
You didn't get an animal style. I did. Yeah. I liked animal style. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Then we get back and we decided to take a nap because we didn't get to sleep on the plane.
Oh yeah, we just sleep.
We sleep. Wake up at 1 a.m. I start texting everybody.
Oh, we did.
I text everybody that had texted me.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people calling me, texting me. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm
answering them all back. Hey guys, we're up and ready to go. What's going on? Mm-hmm. What are you guys doing? We end up running around.
Half the reason why I went out at 1 is because T-Voss is like, you guys aren't gonna wake up at 1.
Yeah.
And I said, motherfucker, I'll show you.
I also wanted to it was the first night I wanted to see shit. So,
yeah.
We
saw the Caesar's Palace. Yep. Got offered prostitution a couple times.
5 times.
Offered cocaine and Molly.
Once.
Dude, Vegas 4 a.m.
3 limos.
Lot of tweakers. A lot of people that were fucked up. We just walked by a guy who was just nodding off like that.
Yeah.
And we didn't. I don't even think we mentioned it.
Yeah.
We were just like, that's just. We just assumed that was Vegas. It feels dangerous. At that time.
Oh yeah.
You don't feel comfortable.
Oh yeah. So now let's go into the gambling aspect.
Yeah.
We'll get to the really good story in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I get there immediately, and I can just feel that my gambling addiction is going to start stirring up because I could so easily I could develop a gambling.
Yeah, it was
habit.
like you could see it in your eyes.
It's just so fucking easy for me. And I go there. I bring about $2,000 to gamble with, and that's like my limit.
You say that so casually, but like regular people would probably be like, "That's so much."
Dude.
I don't know. That's like a fucking lot, but
I don't know. And I go there right away. I wanted to put 1,000 on red. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to at least put half.
If you went to a real roulette table, they would have let you do it.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's where I fucked up.
Yeah, you just went to the virtual ones.
Yeah, and I go there
half virtual.
And I go. I immediately go 100 on red. I hit.
Yeah.
Which was dope because I knew that was going to happen. I knew that I was going to hit roulette every time.
Sure, of course.
The thing that I didn't suspect was I go and take that $100 I won, put it in the slot machine.
Yeah.
I run it 3 times.
End up going up $700 out the gate.
$700.
Dude, cash out. He's there. He did it.
I'm good. I beat Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas is my bitch.
Yeah. And by the end of it.
By the end of that day, I had lost that $700 that I won, plus about another, I'd say $600 to $900
and
of my just cash.
That's pretty much how the rest of the week goes. You go up a little bit better in blackjack. Blackjack was your best game. You ended up getting a lot more money there. But
blackjack, all in all, I think I was up like $800.
But overall,
it was down 1,000.
Yeah.
Because I had every time I'd win blackjack or roulette, I just go to a slot machine. And the first night was the worst because I just kept on putting $100 in all these different slot machines when we walked the strip.
Yeah.
And I just lose it all. Lose it all. And I'd be so I'd be up like a decent amount and just lose it.
Yeah.
Because I'd chase that fucking high.
You would just go crazy.
I need that fucking high.
You would like gamble like small things, and then like it would hit and you're like, fuck it, dude. And you would go crazy. And me and T-Boss would hype you up like, yeah, dude, do it. And then,
not that night. That night it was just me and you.
But there, whatever time you would go up, we would hype you up and you would just be like, yeah. And we're like, no. And you would do it and it was too late. I
just go too far because you guys talked it up. Because I knew where I was going to go eventually, which was just like lose that money. Yeah. But because you guys would hype it up, I'd put more money in. That was where it was.
One of my favorite things that we would do on blackjack, which was really making you mad, was I would stand over your shoulder and you consider yourself like a fucking pro blackjack player. You think
it's not even that. It's just so he would come over.
Listen to the way he talks about it.
And I like to be subtle about it. Like I just want, and I'm kind of into like what is it, superstitions and stuff with that.
Yeah,
like that and roulette. I don't like it to be brought up. I just want it to be, hey, if I'm doing this, this is a move that I'm confident in. But I don't want it to be brought attention to because I like
to be subtle.
Like also I don't want like all the other table to just like pile on over. I don't want that shit because I'm already like I'm fucking flustered as it is because I'm throwing like $100.
Any bet that would go that was a little bit higher than I would expect, I'd be like, what, $100? And then just bring everybody's attention. One of the times you did it. I had already like done it so many times that I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Like it's like over in my head. And then you like bet $100 again. I don't think I had seen it.
It was the only time that
and I was like kind of paying attention, but not. And then you just put $100 in it. And I literally did not even mean to say it. It just came out. And I said, what, $100?
You did it again. You had done it so many times. And then like I had let it slide, which you guys like wouldn't ease up on.
No, of course not.
But
why would I?
I also let it slide so many times. And then you finally it didn't, like the one time that it didn't hit, I just got so pissed and you fucking aggravated me. But you know, all in all on blackjack, like each time I'd go up like $200 at least. And like you guys were like really surprised by it because you'd only play $3 hands like the entire time.
The whole Vegas trip I basically always did minimum bets. Yeah. And if I didn't, I ended up losing all my money.
So like I was playing like 25 like every single time I was doing 25.
Yeah, you were betting crazy. But compared to me. Because you
fucking smart.
I would bet like $3. You'd bet 25.
Well, and also, but I tell you sometimes like when to go like a little bit higher, and then
Sure.
you go a little bit higher and you'd hit.
Sure.
Like almost every single time. I don't know what it was, but people that were sitting by me were just doing well too because like they'd ask for my help and it was good.
Gambling is fucking fun.
I love that shit.
It is
fucking,
addicting. Gotta say.
Brought everybody to like because we played the virtual blackjack where like
We gotta play real. We gotta play real blackjack next time.
I'd be fine with that.
I would rather do that because I'd like, dude. That's the point, isn't it?
The only thing that I liked about it is because I'm so emotional of a person, like things just come out like Tourette's for me. Like when she'd bust, I'd be like, "Fuck you, fucking cunt!" Like I can't scream that at a fucking real blackjack.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't
Yes, you
call the
can.
blackjack dealer a cunt.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Or suck my dick, you bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I'd say things
Which
like
are
that.
things you said? Sure.
Like literally constantly.
Is there, besides the final story of the panic attack, is there anything else you want to cover in Vegas? That's kind of how. I don't want to end the podcast there, but that's the one.
We had the wedding. Let's talk about the wedding.
Oh yeah, I mean it was great.
Wedding was a good time. Fucking phenomenal. Loved it. Right after the wedding, we go to the 7-Eleven because where the chapel wasn't the greatest in the neighborhood.
Just straight. It's straight up. It's like
The outskirts
it's the
of
outskirts of Vegas where things get a little bit poorer.
Yeah.
And the people,
you can see the people broken by Vegas.
they are. I mean,
I have a great story about this too, and you weren't a part of it.
the schizophrenic woman.
Yeah. So we go to 7-Eleven, get these 40 ounces, walk over. We got a 40 ounces, fireball.
Oh, everybody's
shit
got
like
40s, and they're all brown paper bags on the wedding.
Right as I get over there, we're drinking for a while, and then the guy goes, "Hey, the guy that I work with goes, "Hey, you want to smoke some weed?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. That sounds dope. I mean, we're in Vegas. Let's do it." Go over there with Doug and him, and we're smoking it up, and fucking randomly, this schizophrenic woman fucking starts coming over here. I mean, like, just fucking licking her lips.
Because she had no teeth?
Yeah, and she had no teeth, and she's like, and she's moving like this, like where her arms are moving, and like her
head's bobbing.
Her mouth's moving a mile a second, and like you literally can't hear anything that she's saying.
Yeah.
She's like,
she's a wild person.
And she's like legitimately saying words like that.
Yeah, she's having a conversation with you.
And then, like every now and then, she go like this, like she wanted, like she put her two fingers out, like she
the
wanted
alcohol.
she wanted us to pass a blunt.
Oh, the blunt?
And then we were like, that's not happening, and we just kept on skipping the rotation, kept on skipping.
She just came up, right?
Yeah, and she clearly wanted, and she's like still talking to us, and I'm just staring at her, not saying a word. The two other guys just having a conversation. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
My mind's just blown because I'm already high, and like this is just like freaking me out. And then finally, we're done with it. We give her like the last little hit, and then as soon as she goes, and like she goes, and she hands out her cup. She has this red Solo cup. It's covered in a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
She hands it out like, I'm going to pour some 40 in there.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that's not happening. And I walked away.
Yeah.
I go
well,
back
that actually
over
sets up my story then too a little bit.
Go back over there. We get screamed at because we're not allowed to.
Yeah, it's the one fucking place in Vegas at the wedding ceremony that we can't drink on the premises. So we're like, okay, fine, we'll take that. So some people finish it off to the sides. I decide, okay, I'm gonna put the champagne and the 40s that we have like off over here in this corner, basically off the premises, not enough, but like in a way where I was like, who the fuck's gonna take this? I literally leave for maybe 2 minutes, come back. This fucking bitch can't talk, no teeth, is drinking our champagne. She just stole it from us. This bitch, I was like, God damn, that's Vegas, baby.
After that, like prior to that, I had gone over there to chug my drink.
Sure.
And she's like still like, and like talking to me while I'm like, hey bitch, get out of my face. I'm trying to chug
You
this
even
shit.
eventually gave her your 40?
I took my 40 and I gave it to her. And I go, here's the cap.
Yeah.
And I gave her the cap.
And
she takes the cap and she throws it as hard as she can.
Right at you, yeah.
And I go, fuck you, bitch. And she goes,
yeah.
And like fucking snaps her finger and does like this little thing. Walks away.
A very nice woman, kind.
Karen. Hope the best for her. And
one thing I have to say real quick about the wedding, beautiful wedding. Loved it.
Oh,
yeah, hold on. Let me say
I
real
almost
quick.
forgot about this.
It was a small, little, quaint wedding.
No, actually, the wedding fucking sucked.
And hold on. Let me say it.
Oh no, because I wanted to explain it because you don't have any idea.
No, it was really nice. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very good.
Because we go through the wedding and it's like they're doing the fucking blah blah blah. They loved each other. This and that.
You're talking about the person conducting the ceremony.
She's
the
saying
woman.
all these things that you typically hear at a wedding.
Right. She just met the bride and groom. They had never met them before.
I'm fucking just they're just listening. You know, it's beautiful.
Also,
look how happy they are.
Also, gotta set it up. There is a bride side and a groom side. You sat on the groom side because
we got kicked out of the.
Yeah, you got kicked out of the. Oh yeah, we got kicked.
We were front row.
We sat front row on the bride side because we thought
was wrong.
Yes, but I argued that I deserved to be there, and I was like, "No, I just whatever, fine." So you guys went to the groom side, and I said,
"Well, we got kicked back to the second row," and then finally they were like, "Yeah, no, that's not going to work either."
Right.
We got like 2 other people. You guys got to move back, and I was like, "All right, if we're going to do that, I got better seats over here." Went to the groom side.
I decided I'm staying on the bride side because I'd known her longer. I was like, "This is my side, so I'm going to stay over here."
You sat by yourself.
Yeah, sat by myself.
And they go through.
Ceremony starts going.
I'm just like, you know, this is great. They're happy. Look how happy they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not even really listening.
And they get to the story about basically how they met.
And they talk about how they met. And then she goes,
the woman conducting the ceremony.
And then David gave Alex her number, and it like was nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, she said it one time.
It sent shivers down my spine. I was like, oh.
And then she said my name again.
And as soon as then she said it again, and it's like because she was stumbling on the story.
Right.
She kept on saying David.
She was not. She wasn't great.
And I was like, oh, like my brain was hurting because she was saying David so much.
It was kind of like David became her filler word to like figure out where the next place to take the story. So she just kept saying, and then
Alex David. And it's just saying like
kept saying all these names, and I became part of the ceremony.
And it's like fucking like a spider's running down my back.
We have to say also this ceremony is going on for maybe 20 minutes, and nobody else has been brought up at all in any story. It's just the 2 people getting married, and then me right here, number 1 person. And then I found a beat. Everybody's clapping for me, and I was like, y'all didn't think I deserved first row, huh? Huge laugh. And I was like, no, I did deserve that shit.
And I started going, boo. I started booing you.
They got a wedding video, and it's on there that, hey, guess who deserved fucking first row? Don't ever take me out of that shit again.
It actually made, I was like.
I was so happy. It was the best wedding I've ever heard in my fucking life.
You know, it's been.
I brought those 2 together.
It's been a good last couple days.
And she knew.
But I was very scared of what could have came.
What do you mean?
Because I was like, you realize we're never going to hear the end of this.
Oh.
I was like, you know that we're never going to hear the end of this. Right? And
yeah.
He goes, I know. And I thought it was the end. I thought it was the end of us. Like, not just like the end of I was like, I'm going to hear about this every single day.
Yeah.
The rest of my life.
Well, I didn't need to bring it up. I didn't bring it up that much. I was just subtle about it. I didn't need to bring it up. People knew. People came up to me like, wow, I didn't even realize. I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't like to brag about it, but they are in love because of me. I started the love, I guess. And if I'm being honest, do I remember giving AG her number? No. But it did happen, and I did do it. And I knew they were going to get married when I did it. Huh?
Nope, didn't happen.
You don't think so?
Nope, fake.
Okay, well.
Sounds like fake news.
So, those are basically the highlights of the trip. Those are my favorite parts, except for the number 1. And I'll set up the story. Because of how great the night before was of the edibles and smoking, we decide, wow, let's go for round 2.
The 5 hours, I think, was just like 5 hours of just straight laughing.
It was like legit. We were nonstop laughing. We had a fantastic time.
For 5 hours.
It was so much fun.
We were high for about 8 hours.
Yeah, so long. So we're like, okay, got to go for round 2. Vegas is amazing. We're taking on Vegas. And start smoking. We don't take any edibles. It's just straight blunts. Yeah. And we decide we'll smoke on the way.
And it was the same exact one that we smoked the last.
There's no difference from the day before. It's probably. We might have smoked a little bit more. It wasn't really like anything. Nothing changed except for...
Because we did go with 2 potheads with the first time.
Sure.
And this time we replaced it with just 1 pothead.
Yeah, so I guess maybe...
So it was a decent amount less.
No, it's still 3 people, though.
But it's still just 1 blunt. Like, shit.
Yeah, right. So nothing really changed. We walk to get...
And we don't have the highest tolerance in general.
Right. We walk to get breakfast, and as we're walking up the stairs, I think all of us are slowly starting to really feel it.
Yeah.
And I go to your brother, and I was like, hey, got to be honest, because he's not smoking. I was like, you're going to have to take charge on this, because if I'm being real, us three, we're not really here.
Me and T-Boss just start clapping like,
yeah,
yes, you guys,
right? Because you guys weren't gonna say it, and then you were like, yes. You guys were like, yes, exactly, exactly, correct.
There's a great story like prior to all that happening too.
So we get into our seats, right?
No.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So there's a guy that comes.
We got 5 people.
So we have
5 people overall.
Me, my sister-in-law, my brother, me, David, T-Boss. So.
Yes, 5. It's not hard.
Not hard at all, but I'm so
This guy can't count. Counts his own feet twice.
Because the guy comes up to us and they always ask, how many do you need? And they're like, how many do you guys have? And we go, all right, there's 5. And then we count around. And then we're like talking about it. And you guys are like, oh, it's 5. And everybody's like in agreement. I go, we don't have 5. I go,
yeah, you're convinced.
I count you, T-Voss, and I count my leg, my second leg, and I
count 6.
Count Adam, my sister-in-law, and get it all.
Yeah.
And I go, it's 6.
It's 6.
And then we get into a huge debate.
It's 5.
No, it's not 6.
Definitely 5. It's definitely 5.
And then I go,
oh, that's what I did.
It took me a little bit, and I was like, hey, this is what I did. Okay, you guys were right. And then me forgot about 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
I was like,
immediately the person goes, how many?
No, 10 seconds later, this is my thought process.
Yeah.
I go, there's no way that can be wrong.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, I was so high. I was like, how can I be wrong?
So
the
hostess comes up like, how many? You go, 6. Fuck, 5.
I cut everybody off.
Yeah.
And I go, 6.
And no, 5. It's 5. It's 5. That's what it is.
And then we finally get seated.
Get seated. We're all taking orders. It's taking a very long time for all of us to figure out ordering. Yes. The guy walks by maybe a couple times, and I'm hungry. I'm so like getting annoyed with my order. I fuck up my order while ordering. I think the dude next to me, T-Voss, is getting the. I thought he's getting the chicken waffles. He's getting the chicken Benedict, right? I just heard chicken and assumed the rest of it was waffles. I was like, "What are you getting?" He goes, "Chicken," and I go, "Oh, okay, I got it." So whenever he orders, not listening, I go, "Give me exactly that." Also, make it the Nashville hot chicken. That's what I did. My order sucked dick. Hated it. I wanted the chicken waffles, didn't get it.
It also bummed me out because. It was called a hash to go or hash and go or whatever, and they didn't have hash browns, which I was just really pumped about. And they just had like regular fucking potatoes, and it wasn't even like good.
So during this time that is going on about us waiting to order, for whatever reason, we're just like forgetting like that we're here to order. Time seems like it's going by at like a snail's pace.
Yes.
And I just want to order.
So slow.
So I'm like, hey, you better be ready to order because the time's ticking. We got to go.
You said those exact words.
Yeah.
And do you want me to take over now?
Pressure's on, baby.
So
and somebody
James,
who's high as shit, who you guys already know that this guy's an anxious guy based on everything.
Got anxiety. It clicks in my mind. Oh no, there's so much pressure on me. I was like, I'm the only person that can fuck this up. Everybody's already ready. I'm the only person.
Yeah, so he put a lot of pressure on himself right there.
There's nothing looks good.
I don't even know if you're reading it.
I'm not. I'm just flipping through.
You're just flipping through the pages.
And when we were walking in, I was already teleporting. Like it was just me blinking. But I was like, wait, how did I get here? I had no idea how we got to this place.
So I'm like, in my head, I forget that I should typically know exactly what this guy wants. I forget that. So I'm looking through and I'm seeing pictures and I'm like, oh, this looks good.
No, I think that you knew.
No, I didn't. I'm for sure I didn't. So I'm I see pictures that look good and I go, ooh, what about this? And I name something that definitely he doesn't want.
I just go, no, that's not right. And I'm so sad. That's not right at all. And while this is all happening, because I'm so anxious, I think I'm having a panic attack. I go and check my pulse.
I tap T-Voss on the shoulder. I go, hey, look at this guy. He's checking his pulse.
Yeah, and then you brought the attention to it. I was doing it nonstop. But then I was so high to the point where I was like I don't know why this didn't dawn on me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even count 5 people. How could I count for like my pulse? Which I do actually like normally when I have my panic attacks, it calms me down to check my pulse. But this time it didn't because I didn't know how to count, and when I did it, I counted. So I
you counted like 145.
I had 164 beats per minute. I was like, you guys won't believe this, but I'm at 100. I said, I think I might be having a heart attack.
At one point, he's trying to hide his pulse, so he's putting his fingers on his like cheek and like just doing it, trying to be inconspicuous. It's not inconspicuous at all. I'm noticing it all.
And you guys bring it up every single time.
Dude, and to my I'm unaware at this point.
Each time that you name something.
You're having a panic attack right there. T-Voss is seconds away from having a panic attack. He's just like, please nobody notice. Please nobody notice. James has a panic attack first. And T-Voss goes, he just cracks up and realizes, oh, great, he's having one, so I don't have to have one. It takes him out of the panic. And me and him can't stop laughing at this point.
I'm having my nurse sister-in-law check my pulse for
me. And your heart rate is fine.
I'm sweating profusely, though.
He's looking really like
pale.
Super pale.
And everybody's like, dude, you're fine. And then my brother goes, hey, like, she would look nervous if you had like an irregular heart. And I looked at her and she looks nervous as fuck for me. And I'm like, oh god. Yeah. And then you finally say something. You and Team Voss go, you're fine.
Right.
And then you say the thing that actually gets me out of my panic.
What? I was like, no, dude, you're good or something.
No,
what did I say?
You go, hey, bud. But you just get some things and throw it together.
Yeah, because
what I want to do whenever I go to a breakfast place, I just want to order.
It bothers me so much if we go to like a Denny's or an IHOP, no matter or just like some fucking hole in the wall breakfast place. This fucking idiot can't just order something. He has to go, can I just throw something together? It's basically eggs, hash browns, and sausages, or whatever the fuck it is.
And maybe pancakes.
Or just it's the standard, the fucking meal.
Yeah.
And he just like will always say, can I just throw something together? Can I just throw something? It's the same fucking meal every time.
But you go, hey bud, how about you just throw some things together? I go, I'd like that a lot. It gets me out of my panic.
Is that what got you out of it?
100%.
Really? You said for a second that during the panic attack, you said you passed out and you like blacked out?
Well, I blacked out hard. Because
it might have been for like realistically maybe 3 seconds. That
that's what happened.
You just went out for a second.
Because that's what it used to happen. It's when I get that blank stare is me like blacking out, passing out. It's happened to me like a few times through panic attacks.
Every time I mentioned wrong answers, you were just like, no.
I'd be so sad.
No,
like,
that's not it. You know that's wrong.
And I go, I don't like that.
You were sweating so much. I was like, oh, damn, he's being serious. So at one point I was like, no, dude, you're good. Like I had to stop laughing because the laughing didn't seem like it was helping. And that's what made me laugh even harder. Yeah. So I was like, hey, you're good. Like, you're fine. Yeah. One time, like, we were just laughing and you were just like so out of it. As soon as I said, hey, man, you're good, you like your head snapped back at me. And I was like, oh, damn, like he's really fucked up right now.
Dude, I was so fucking high. But then after it, like, I calmed down, ate the food, I felt great. And then it was just like a great high after that.
Yeah, we just made fun of you.
And I was like, I can never smoke again. Which is what brought me to smoking at the wedding.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, had a panic attack at breakfast. Definitely could never smoke any weed again. And then the guy goes, hey, I got this blunt. You want to smoke it? I go, yeah, fuck it.
When you get like that, you just like assume that it never happens to anybody else. But T-Voss was literally seconds away from that happening to him. And I had done that before even as well. Maybe not as severe as you.
Like sweating?
I definitely get like clammy for sure. Yeah. There was a time when I was in my bed and I literally like, I told you this before, where I was like, oh no, I'm having a heart attack. And then I convinced myself like, okay, I'm going to die in 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Ah! Then I go, oh, I'm so stupid.
See, I can't do that either.
Stupid.
I can't do that either. Because if I hold my breath, I'll get really light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I'm still alive? Yeah, and then, it's fine. Sometimes, it's the worst. I'm like, oh no, I'm having a stroke. My face is melting. So I go to the bathroom, look at me and stuff in the mirror, and I go, okay, we're good. We're good.
So then after the wedding, we go to downtown Las Vegas or whatever.
Sure.
Like Fremont
Is there
Street.
Anything else? Oh yeah.
And we go over there. We get trashed. I was fucking hammered that night. I don't know how hammered you were.
Yeah, you tackled me into a bunch of fences.
Yeah, David was just sitting there, and
I was just standing. I was minding my own business.
Yeah, you're just leaning against these like fucking rails or whatever.
Yeah.
And I go up to AG.
We're also in suits, by the way. We're in tailored suits.
Yeah, we're looking
over
good.
$1,000 each.
Looking good. And AG is like just standing there. I go, I know he loves wrestling. I go, hey dog, watch this, record this shit. I go and I run and I fucking.
No, you go hard.
Yeah,
exactly. When you're drunk, you go super hard.
But I didn't try to like follow through. I couldn't follow through.
And what a real,
but I just shouldered. I just shouldered you.
Yeah.
And
I think I was like, "What are you doing?"
And you were like, "Oh," and you fell into it. You were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I was like, "Damn it! Why didn't it fall over?" And then these barricades just don't fall over. And
I think there's a reason for it.
Yeah, and I guess I jumped into it like as hard as I could.
Yeah, and they don't. I think they're just designed to not. It was weird. Yeah. Highlights on Fremont Street. There was guy number 1. He said, "Kick me in the nuts for a certain amount of price."
No, he just goes. I go, "How much to kick you in the nuts?" Because he had to sign for it. He goes, "How much do you think it's worth?" I go, "I don't know, this much." And I pulled out like $8 or something like that, singles. He goes, "Yeah, that'll do." He takes it.
And then
I kick him. But to kick a man in the nuts,
full on,
it's very hard.
Sure.
Because you don't want to kick him as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Like,
post out a little bit.
I'm going to hurt him.
Yeah.
And I pull back a little bit, and hit him. Fucking, he's talking, we're shooting the shit. He's like, "Yeah," I go, "I got a question for you. Like, are you able to have kids after this?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Dude, this guy right here, been doing it 3 years. And then he has kids right after. He has 2 kids now." And he goes, "He's been doing it ever since."
Really?
I go, "Wow, that's fucking..." And I'm hammered, so I'm like,
yeah.
I hammered and I'm like, "This is fucking insane. Damn, that's crazy." And the guy goes, "I like you, man. Here's a beer." He gave me a fucking...
What a gentleman.
Gave me a random can of beer.
Ran into another guy, also the same business. This guy also...
That guy was trying to fucking get more money out of me.
Yeah, you only gave him 5 for that one, right?
And he was like, "I usually do it for 20, but I'll let you kick me."
What a fucking asshole.
I was like...
Dog, this guy just gave me 8.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, I just did it for a guy for 8 down there, but I mean, I'm running out of money, so."
Yeah, what a weird place that you were managed to kick 2 people in the balls for money. Yeah. I didn't know that was a profession, but I guess these guys make bank.
And then there was also a legendary picture. Don't put it up, but
I can put it up. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, there's a girl that had just like a thong on and tape over her nipples.
Here it is.
And I walked. This girl kept on like motioning over to me. I was like, "Am I fucking seeing shit?"
She was
and I was just like staring at her. And
she wasn't
like,
amazing looking.
She was like, "Come on over," and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she like was shooting the shit. She was like, and we talked for maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then she was like, "You want to get some pictures?" And I was like, "Sure." And we get some pictures. And
this bitch had the audacity.
This woman took my glasses off.
I gotta say, before you say that, she did take her glasses off. Strippers do that move too. If you're wearing glasses, they always take them off first. Yeah. And I personally don't like it.
But it makes sense for that. Because they rub their titties in your face.
Yeah.
This girl took my glasses, put them in between her butt
right
cheeks.
Her ass crack. And then that's when our group was like, "Whoa, that's how you get pink eye."
Yeah.
They went crazy.
Yeah.
You just went happy. Our group was like, "Whoa, that's a little bit too far."
I got some pictures. I got a bunch of pictures with her. And she's like, "You want to..." Then she was like, "You can tip me for those pictures." And I was like, "All right, yeah, sure." I mean...
How much money did you give her?
I gave her whatever the bill. I had a $20 bill, so I gave her 20.
I don't even look at the price tag.
And she goes, "You can take a picture of giving me the money." I was like, "All right, sure." And I took a selfie with her ass and put in 20 in it. And yeah.
I was disappointed that I ended up not going to the brothel. I feel like I should have. It's unfortunate.
Didn't go to a brothel or a strip club.
Yeah, it's very strange. I'm sorry to disappoint. Maybe next time.
We went to Top Golf.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think those were pretty much the big ones. What time do we got? Because I got a lot of other things I would like to say.
No, we're at the time.
We're at an hour?
Over?
Yeah. I can keep going.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'll save it. I'll save it for next time.
Save it for next week.
I can't. Next
week's episode.
Kind of flew.
David fight Vegeta.
Oh, I have to say the one that you mentioned that you punched me. Yeah, you punched me as hard as you could because one morning we just woke up and
not one morning. This happened 2 or 3 times.
Yes, but this one in particular, your brother and sister-in-law were waiting at the door. And
you were up like already.
Sure, and you were in your bed.
You heard it, and you ran back to the chair to play some video games.
Yeah,
as soon as you heard
didn't answer it.
I was like, "Can you go get that?" You're like,
Nope. You can.
Yeah, it was fucking obnoxious.
And we just kept going. No, just answer. No, you can do it. And I knew I could wait you out.
And
it brought you to an anger so fast that you came at me like a bull.
And I punched you as hard as I could.
You really.
And then you did it 2 or 3, and they got mad at me for it. But like each time, like you were the. Like,
well, no, the first time I was closer. The second time though, you were closer.
Yeah.
That being said, you opened up the door both times.
You were sitting up, and you were like ready to go. Where me, I was in my underwear still, no shirt on, and like.
Yeah, I could have just answered the door, but
you're a fucking cunt.
Decided not
and
to. That's our show for tonight, folks.
So
good night, everybody. Subscribe to this, please, because hey, I gotta say, I don't think we've gotten a subscriber in a while.
We've plateaued. Yeah, we've plateaued. No, it's been about a week.
I don't know. Can I get one more, please?
Yeah,
pretty please.
Make sure smack that like button, dude. Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I love you.
Clowns.
Good night.
Fucking hate you.